Welcome everyone to my review of the Hot Toys Star Wars Han Solo MMS 263. This is part of the Han and Chewie double pack. On the front of the box we have Han and Chewie. These are the actual figures themselves. That's how good they look. And we have a chrome of Star Wars and then MMS 263 Han Solo and Chewie. Then on the side of the box we just have pretty playing, and then just says Star Wars and Disney at the bottom. And on the back we have our credits, and on the side is pretty much the same thing as the other side. Then on the top of the box we have Star Wars, and then on the bottom we have Star Wars again. Now on the inside you're greeted with this nice intro of the figures. These are the actual figures with all their accessories and everything, and you see some X-Wings and a Millennium Falcon, which we might see hot toys of those, which will be pretty cool. Now with the collectible figure set you get a Stormtrooper Belt, a heavy rifle blaster, and a Stormtrooper blaster. Now here's the heavy blaster. It has a nice amount of detail on it. You could even cock it back like right there. And the weathering effects on this thing is really nice. They don't really skimp around on this thing, even though this is just given in the collectible figure set. And you could unfold the mount, so you could have it sitting down like so, and you could just clip it back in, and you could have it like that for Chewie to hold. It's a really nice blaster. I actually kind of have Chewie with that as well. Now the Stormtrooper Belt is really clean except for the blaster holder. That came to me real dirty for some reason, but yeah, that's just how it is. And it has a Velcro strap where you could strap it back to Han Solo real easy. Now here's a Stormtrooper blaster rifle. Has a nice weathering effect to it. Just by looking at it from this video you could see all the weathering all over it. They did not skip out on these extras. Even has a folding mount to it. I'm really impressed with it. It's a really nice blaster. Now here's all the accessories that the Han Solo figure itself comes with. You get a headset from the Millennium Falcon, and you get the hair that could fit the headset over it. You get a droid collar, and you get several hands. You get two slightly relaxed hands, gloved and ungloved. Then you have a slightly opened hand, gloved and ungloved. Then you have two glove blaster hands and one ungloved blaster hand, and another getting ready to shoot type glove blaster hand. Now here's the headpiece where you could fit the headset over it. It's molded so you could put it right on there. All you have to do is take off the current headpiece that's magnetized to the head, and then put this one on. As you can see, the magnet, and all you have to do is fit the headset over it like so. It's really not that hard. It's molded to where you could fit it over real easy like so, and it fits just fine. And here's the droid collar. There's not much to it. I actually kind of thought it was a lightsaber. Now here's Han Solo's blaster pistol. It looks really clean when you look at it from afar, but there is some weathering there on the pistol, especially on the tip of it. But on the black areas of the pistol you can tell there is some weathering. It's a really nice looking pistol. Now here's Han Solo's stand. This same stand will be in all the Star Wars A New Hope figures. It's based off of the Death Star. It's a really nice looking stand and I really like it. I'm glad they're having them all with the same kind of stands and something a little different than the regular black one. Now here's the Han Solo figure. The head sculpt on this guy looks exactly like Harrison Ford from the Star Wars A New Hope movie. Nice and young. It looks straight up like him. even with the scar on his chin. This blows me away. They finally got Harrison Ford's look right, and the clothes are really nice. He gets a pretty good range of motion in his legs. Even with those boots on, he gets a good range of motion, which I'll show you later. On mine, the joints are pretty tight, and I kind of like that, so they'll probably stand the test of time pretty easy. I'm really liking that. But as a stop motion artist, I kind of need a little bit of leeway, but his is extremely tight, probably the tightest I've ever felt. The amount of detail all on him is just amazing, and it's clean. It's nice and clean. It's not like overly detailed. It's just right for this figure. They did a great job. I'm really happy with how this came out. I'm very, very, very happy with how this came out. It just looks exactly like him. They did an amazing job. I am blown away with what I have gotten here. Now we'll do some articulation. First we'll start with the head. His joints were really strong. They're really tight, so I had a tough time getting him even to move his head, but he can move down to there and then move up to about there, which is actually pretty good range of motion. And he can tilt side to side, and he could do a full 360 if you need him to. Now on his arms, they're probably the tightest of all. His shoulders could go about there. It's pretty much like hindered by something. I'm not sure if it's the actual costume or it's just the body that they use. Now he can move all the way back there, then he can move all the way up there. Something about this feels like they limited the range of motion a little bit, just the body that they had. And his elbow's really tight as well, and he can move it to about there. Now he gets some good ab crunch. I'm really happy with the amount of ab crunch, and he can move side to side, and you could do some ab twist. Now his legs, he could do some spreading, and he can move it forward about there, and he can move it back around there. Now his knee, right there, and then back to there. Actually gets some nice articulation in the leg there. Now for ankle articulation, even with the boot on, he could point his toes like that. That is really awesome, and he could push it up like that. And he has ankle pivot side to side, which is awesome. They need to do that with more figures that have boots on them. Now, of all the Hot Toys figures I got in 2015, I have to say that this is actually the second best Hot Toys figure I've ever gotten this year. This year. If you want to know who the first one is, well, you might see him back to back with Han right there. So you might want to stay around for that review, which is coming out after this one. But yeah, this is probably my favorite Hot Toy, second favorite Hot Toy figure this year. They hit it right on the head with the likeness, the clothes, everything's just right, and the double pack just sweetens the deal with the extra stuff. If you haven't gotten this or plan to, you need to do that now, because I'm sure this is probably sold out or getting sold out, and they probably won't make any more until the Force Awakens, or if they decide to go with Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo, or Return of the Jedi, Han Solo. So who knows if they even go back to this. We won't know for sure, but yeah, if you want young Han Solo, it's best to get him now. He looks nice, just like we saw him in that cantina. He looks just like that, and that's the Han Solo everyone fell in love with, and of course in Empire as well. But he's pretty much wearing the same clothes, so yeah, if you haven't gotten this guy, you need to get him if you're a Star Wars fan. I'm really happy with this figure. It came out amazing. They did an awesome job. I'm very, very, very happy with it. So yeah, stay tuned for my review of the Hot Toys Chewie that came in the same box as this guy. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I will see y'all later.
If you enjoyed that video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1.